Welcome back everyone, and in today's video I will show you how to make a death screen after your character dies. So before we start, I want to ask you to join our Discord community server where you can provide and get help from others with Roblox scripting and probably not only. So make sure you join the community server and let's dive in. So first of all, we should detect when the character dies. We should do this on the client side because we will work only with the UI itself and nothing else. So we're gonna create local script in StarterCharacterScripts. When a character spawns into the game, this script will automatically clone in the character itself. So each time the character appears in the game, the script will clone into the character. If we start the game right away and open the Explorer, we will see a local script inside of the character. So we can easily get the humanoid right from the script. So we can just write local humanoid equals to script.parent.humanoid. And now if we run the game, we will not see any errors and we can easily work with the humanoid. And now this variable has no auto suggestions. Like if we write humanoid, we will not have any access to any properties, methods and anything. So we should describe this variable as humanoid by writing double dot right after the variable name and the humanoid. And now we can get the, for example, died event and connect a function to it. And let's write a print, for example, just for a test, like player died. And now we run the test, we reset the character, like respawn, and as you can see the event is triggered. And now if let's reset it once again, and it printed once again. So now let's create the UI and enable it every time the character dies. So in StarterGui UI we create screen GUI, we will name it dev screen. And here, of course, I can spend a lot of time working on the design, but I'm just showing you how it works. And if you want, you can spend like an hour or more to make a really good design, but I'll just create a simple text label. I will change the anchor point to 0.1, 0.1, the position as well, so it will be at the center of the screen. Then I'll disable the background transparency, make the text like, I'll change it to your character died. Okay, now I'll make the text even bigger. The size, why not making it for the whole screen? Like this. Now let's change the font, the color, and probably add a text stroke. So I'll change text stroke transparency to 0. And now let's disable this dev screen. And I'll also disable the reset on spawn property. Now let's open the script once again and get the GUI. So how should we get this? We will not write StarterGui dev screen like so local UI equals to game StarterGui dev screen, like it's wrong, don't do this. So how it works, if we start the test once again and open the Explorer, we will see like the player's service, then we open ourselves and we have a player GUI. So each player has its own GUI. So every time a player joins the game, everything from StarterGui is being cloned into the player GUI folder. For example, I have a player GUI, like as you can see I opened the player's service, I have dev screen inside of player GUI, and if I enable it, the text will appear. So we should enable this GUI and not the GUI in StarterGui. Yeah, it sounds confusing, but anyways, let's just continue working. So we get the UI, so local UI equals to game players local player player GUI, and we're gonna wait for dev screen. So when the character dies, I'll remove the print. So when the character dies, I will enable the UI, and after, for example, 2 seconds, the UI will be disabled. That's it. So now let's reset the character. So it works. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, write any comments, for example, suggest any new ideas for future tutorials, and yeah, Thanks for watching, see you in the next one, peace!